Good afternoon from BMW and Porsche of Ocala. I'm Scotty, one of the BMW Porsche product geniuses over here. And today we're taking an in-depth look at this beautiful 2017 BMW X6 35i Xdrive. Now the X6 actually have quite a few different engine options, and this one's going to be configured in the inline 6-cylinder turbo engine that uses over 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, and of course is going to be paired with an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. So this thing is really a rocket of a car with excellent and very nice sporty styling, but still practical enough to take on long trips with the family. Really a sharp car and truly the all-around package. Really sharp stuff here. Now this one is going to be an extremely well-equipped model. It was actually built for our main guy himself over here, Mr. Gettle himself. So this is truly a really well-built car. Starting right off at the front right over here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the options. This car, of course, is going to be finished in a black sapphire metallic. And actually, we just caught the lights changing over from daylight to nighttime mode. That's pretty cool. But this car is going to be finished in a black sapphire metallic, which in this light, I mean, just look how aggressive this car looks. Truly mesmerizing. And this car is going to be finished with a coral red Dakota leather interior. So a really sharp and sporty interior as well. And if we come to the front of the car, we do see the much more aggressive front bumper compared to a normal X6. So this tells me this car is actually going to be finished in the M Sport package. So that's going to change a lot of different things. As we see right over here in the front bumper, we see that's much more aggressive. When we come to the side skirts right over here, we see those are more aggressive. We see the massive 20-inch rims riding on P0 tires right over here. Really sharp, absolutely gorgeous multi-spoke rims here. And if we keep coming along the side right over here, we'll actually see that the rear diffuser is also much more aggressive compared to a standard X6. Really sharp stuff. And of course, they even paint around the window trim. So normally this is a brushed aluminum or even a matte black, but on the M Sport, this is actually a gloss black. So once again, just following that really nice aggressive body styling on this car. And of course, this car is going to be an Xdrive. So I mean, it is the all-wheel drive system on this car. We can see about that little X right over there by the 35i. That means it can send 100% of available power, so 100% of that 300 wheel horsepower to either the front or rear wheels, depending on how much it needs to send, wherever it needs to. You don't have to worry about a thing. The computer does that all for you. Now, this car does also have the LED adaptive headlights right over here. So these not only adjust like horizontally left and right up to 15 degrees either direction, they actually can adjust vertically as well. So if you actually start increasing in speed, maybe you're going from like 70 to 90 miles an hour, to actually raise your headlights slightly, so you actually have a little bit longer visibility. Really sharp thinking there from BMW. Pretty cool stuff. Now, like I said, this one is going to be an extremely well-equipped model. Of course, this car is going to come with comfort keyless access entry just by reaching for the door handle right over here. And that does come with the premium package. That's also going to give me a lot of other different things. Now, not only do we have 2-zone climate control in the front right over there, but it also means for the passengers in the back, they get their own 2-zone as well. So you don't have to worry about fighting siblings back here or anything like that. Any kids are arguing about, oh, I'm too hot, I'm too cold. It's right there for you. They can adjust it as they please. Another really good thing, since this car does have the cold weather package, that also means heated steering wheel, of course. You got to have that. As well as heated front and rear seats. So really, it's just everyone in the car is always nice and comfy without a problem. Some of the other things that come with the premium package are going to include, of course, satellite radio, with the 1-year subscription right there, so without a problem, really easy. We can see that activated right over there. We are also going to get the lumbar support in the seats. Now this car actually has the multi-contour seats. Since this is an M Sport package, it's actually a little bit cheaper, but this is going to be a multi-contour seat. This gives you 20 ways of adjustment on your seats. You can adjust everything from the thigh support, the height, the tilt of the seat, everything like that. Your upper, like the pitch of your whole back, or even just if you want to just adjust the upper back itself, and your headrest is all electronic. You have bolster support right over here in 4 ways of lumbar. Now, normally the lumbar comes with the premium package, but since this one does also have multi-contour, you get that as well. Of course, this car is going to have wireless phone charging in the little center console right over here. We can see that little sleeve that's right there. This actually holds your cell phone, and it can actually charge it to a full charge without any wires or anything like that. Of course, iPhone 8 and iPhone X all have the capability to do so, as well as anything past a Galaxy S6 as well. So pretty cool stuff there. And of course, we're going to, with that, now when we see that one, it also lets us know this car actually has a built-in Wi-Fi system. Once again, keeping the kids happy in the back without a problem. You do get a 3-month, 3-gig subscription, entirely complimentary. You could purchase data plans or unlimited data for a month. You can just do it as you wish. But right there, we can see internet hotspot. It's 100 megabytes per second. Normally, if you want that in your house, that's a lot of money. In this car, you get it for dirt cheap, really sharp, and this car does have it right here. Pretty cool stuff. And of course, we do see that coral red interior. Look how nice and sporty that looks. This car is also, since we're on the interior, we do see this car does have the Harman Kardon 16 speakers, 600-watt stereo system. That gives you full adjustment over everything on the car. You can adjust everything, of course, to every car. You can adjust treble and bass. But this car, you can go all the way down to the equalizer and adjust it at the hertz level. So it's really cool. You can literally adjust anything that you want. You want a little higher mids, a little higher highs there, a little lower lows, whatever you want to do. It's all right there, right at your disposal. No problems at all. And one thing I was really surprised about this car, it actually has a very unique kind of wood trim that I haven't seen very often. And look at that. That is really sharp. Now, that's actually going to be called the Fine Line Striped Wood Trim. It's very dark color, but still has some nice bright bands to it. Really gives a nice contrast to the car. Really sharp stuff there. And, of course, we already mentioned the lighting package, but not only do you get, of course, the adaptive headlights, you also get automatic high beams right over here via this little button. You can operate them manually as just any other car you would. No problems at all. We can see that little flasher right there. Or you can do the automatic high beams and you get a different little logo and it takes care of everything for you. So really sharp stuff there. Of course, this car does have automatic headlights, automatic windshield wipers, everything you expect to find in the car. No problems whatsoever. Now, another feature, we were talking about the M Sport earlier, and not only does it change things on the outside, it also changes some things that you don't get to really notice too much, but this car actually has the M Sport steering wheel, which is actually a much softer leather all around, put a lot more cushion into it, extra little bolstering right over here, extra grip, and as well as you get the Sport automatic transmission as standard with that, with these great big old paddle shifters, which are a lot of fun, just giving you more control of this car. Like I said, this is the all-around package on this one. Really sharp stuff there. And of course, it does also change as the suspension components as well, so you actually get a much more sporty tuned suspension, which is really nice for a car like this. And of course, I don't like to miss anything. So this car does also come with the driver's assistance package. This is going to give me things such as the rear view camera, so I can actually activate that right now. We can see there's your rear view camera. Now, this car also comes with driver assistance plus package. So now what that gives me is a 360 camera. I'm going to go ahead and close my door here. Let's see if I can see it. I do have the back passenger door open, so let's see if I can reach around and grab that one. There we are. And there's our 360 view camera. You can see those little green lines are the guidance lines, so they'll tell me exactly where the car is going to go. So if I want to line this car up in the parking space a little better there, I can see without even looking outside. And of course, I don't condone that, but you can see just how easy it is to actually line it up without even having to look. You can just go right by the cameras. Let me scoot around back there. Pretty cool stuff. It's really easy. And of course, that's some of the other things you get with the driver assistance package. Is actually going to see this heads-up display. Now, since this also has the driver assistance plus package, I mean, I'm telling you, this thing's got really everything. We can actually see the speed limit of the road that we're on right over there and the speed that we're currently going in the car right there. Now, that's not only going to just show me that stuff, it's also going to show me navigation information, telephone information. If I spin a little wheel on my steering wheel, it shows me my radio information. It's all there for you without a problem, without having to look over at your screen or anything like that. It's all just right there in front of you. No problems at all. And another thing, I'm talking about this navigation system. I love the infotainment system on the BMWs. They have the best voice commands in the business. For instance, if I hit this little button right over here to activate this, find me the nearest Mimi's Cafe. Yes. And you can interrupt her at any time. You can see I can cancel a voice command at any time. But there we are. That quick to find Mimi's Cafe and go right to it. It's without a problem. You literally just have the voice commands do it. Or even something as simple as this. Check this out. Show me the weather.
Current weather at your location.
I don't know if you can hear the voice commands. It's actually responding to me saying current weather in your location. It'll show me everything there. It's really cool stuff. And it just turned on the weather on my map. So if I start zooming out like crazy over here, we're actually going to go ahead and start seeing that. Ooh. Previous owner turned on everything there. But it's really sharp stuff. Greatest voice commands that I've encountered so far. And of course, we come back over here to the sticker. We do see that some of the other things included with the Driver Assistance Plus package is going to include the active blind spot detection right over there. That's that little triangle right over there on the driver and passenger side mirror. A lane departure warning system. As you start drifting from a lane, it will actually vibrate the steering wheel. Now, that's one thing I love about BMWs. They don't give you noise pollution. If you've been inside at any modern Nissans, oh my goodness, they are constantly beeping at you. You don't even know what for. But they're just beeping at you because you went too fast, went too slow, you did this, you did that wrong. This car vibrates the steering wheel nice and calmly, so if you have the kids sleeping in the back, they're not going to be waking up or anything like that. Really good stuff. It also has a pedestrian warning system, as well as a mitigation system and a crash mitigation system for speeds above 42 miles an hour. It also has the pedestrian one for speeds below that. Really crazy stuff that this car has. Of course, this car does also have another rare option. That's going to be a soft close automatic door. So check this out. So if I just gently close that, I can see it actually grabs the door from me and just shuts it. Really cool stuff there. It does also have our Apple CarPlay compatibility built into the car, and this one does have the 30-year subscription. There's been some rumors floating around that Apple CarPlay is not going to be charged yearly. That's all by Apple's choice right there, but this one does come with a 30-year. You never really have to worry about it ever again. The rarest package that I see on this car, truly, is what I'm going to come into the back for. And check this out. This actually has the rear seat entertainment. Once again, this is a great family car. I have full control of the whole rear entertainment system right over here. I can change radio. I can watch DVDs right down over there. Check that out. Little plug-in for headphones. You can hook it up through Bluetooth headphones. Whatever you want to do. Plenty of outlets for charging back here. There's your AC controls. But the infotainment system on here is really easy to learn. You just got this little remote right over here. Just hit menu. You can see all the different things you can go to without a problem. I can enter addresses, and of course you can restrict this. If you just want the kids just to watch a movie, you can retain control up there in the front seat without a problem. But really a cool car. And not only, of course, as we mentioned, this car is very sporty, but it's also a very safe car. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pop the engine bay so we can go ahead and take a look at some of the crash structure right over here in the front of the car. Now, normally people always associate a bigger car with a safer car, and that's kind of a common misconception. Is that actually it's mainly just about crumple zones and everything like that. And this car is truly a safe one. Pretty hard to open up a hood with one hand, I tell you what. But here we are. We, of course, become face to face with our inline 6-cylinder turbo engine. Of course, 300 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque. But look at all the extra space they have for compacting in case this car doesn't get into a collision. Of course, accidents do happen. God forbid this car does get into an accident with you in it. This is a very safe car. Rollover protection is top of the notch. Rear end accidents things are all top of the notch. Frontal collision is all good to go. T-bone, everything. This car has over 8 airbags. Absolutely crazy the amount of airbags that they fit inside this car. But it's a very safe, very sturdy car without having to worry about a thing, because a car can always be replaced, but your family is much more important. And that's definitely something that can't be replaced. But if you do have any questions regarding this car or any other car in a lot, as you always know, contact us. We're always here to help you out. Even if you just have a question about anything there, we're always happy to help. Other than that, I hope to hear from you guys soon, and have a great day. Take care. Bye.